What's going on, Bird Gang? Philly Carnage here, bringing you the next episode. Don't really remember which one. I think it's episode 11 of the London Black Knights. So, as you see here on the screen, we are in the wild card round. We'll take a look at the playoff bracket. We made it as the number 6 seed, and we get to go up against the Denver Broncos. So, you know, before we really get into this, I want to take this time to remind you, if you guys are new, hit that sub button. Every sub helps. Also, drop those likes and drop those comments. I personally respond to every single one of them. So I look forward to hearing from you. So as we get into this, biggest thing, we up the difficulty. We go to all Madden because we're gonna change this up. And if we win the Super Bowl, we'll take over the lowest overall team. And we'll try to continue to do the same thing with them. So checking out the roster, or actually we'll truly check out the roster for the Broncos. See what they're working with. See if they've gotten any big changes to their team, whatever. Be nice if I could actually read. But they're rocking with Drew Lock. They still got Melvin Gordon, but they do not have Philip Lindsay anymore. So they got Melvin Gordon and Najee Harris out of Alabama. Fullback, no one really cares, but they got Cortland Sutton, Jerry Judy, Anthony Miller, and KJ Hamler as their receivers. Now, Fant is your tight end. Offensive line, really not the best. Their interior is probably the best part. Defensively, Jarrell Casey, Shelby Harris, he tackled Deron Payne. All right, one of the three stud defensive tackles that Washington currently has in real life. Von Miller, Alexander Johnson, the Mr. Do-It-All, Kamu Ruger Hill, Bradley Chubb, and as their corners, they got AJ Boye, Patrick Surtain, Bryce Callahan, Justin Simmons, and then finishing it off, they got Harrison Smith. So here we go. We're headed to Mile High, across the pond, back to the United States. We get the Denver Broncos, first round of the wild card. Hopefully, we can, come in and get our first ever playoff win here. Team looks excited. Kind of sad to see Melvin Gordon just dominating our one defender, because I really don't remember if we've actually played Denver in the regular season yet. Yeah, so who the hell was that? That Maze just got absolutely destroyed by a tight end. Fantastic. This is going to be a long game.
Then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
All right, so we went to shoot the gap. We got picked up. Melvin Gordon goes right in and scores.
It's now second down and 22 yards to go. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
The hell? All right. So Kyle Pitts caught the ball. Got the first down yardage. He's down. He is down. They better,
I know for the most part we think
review
about a
this.
ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture.
Booth
But when
review.
it's cold and dry like this,
Better
when it is
overturn this
cold,
thing
it's
because
also
Kyle
slick that
Pitts
way because you
came
have to have a
down
really
with the
great grip
ball in
stick
his
where your
hands. He's
hands are
down on the
free
ground,
and
and
your
now the
hits
ball
seem
comes
harder.
loose.
So yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it
This
that
should
much
be
more.
coming back to
Wind
us.
chills right now, 12 degrees.
All right, there we go. Ball is back in the rightful hands
The
of
offense
the
back
Black
out there
Knights.
at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Eluding the pressure right.
Touchdown, Travis Fulgham on the playmaker. He was just coming across on a little bit of a drag, and it was covered well, but he was able to break away, run straight up field, secure the catch, and get the touchdown.
From the gun, Mariota.
Kyle Pitts, does he have the speed? He does not, but we're down to the 11-yard line. We're in, scoring position as long as we don't turn the ball over.
Certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground.
The lowdown of what's going on here in this
Cliff Hurts able to get in, but there is a flag on the play. Most likely, it is coming back due to some BS holding. Probably on 77 there.
Holding offense.
And it is Mekhi Becton, number 77, gets called for a holding. We're back here at first and very long. Well, all right. Fantastic. 2nd and 22 now. I was not really paying attention. So we're backed up. We're backed up pretty deep. Hopefully we can at least run this clock some and get the ball with at least a field goal.
He just made a great play there.
Third and long here for Mariota. This is caught.
There we go. Jamar Chase able to get the catch, set it up for 4th and 1. Did we risk it? Oh, they only have 50 seconds left. So, let's see. I think we give it. Or even Jordan here on the fullback dive. It's going to be risky, but we don't get it. It's one of those plays that they're here. Or even Jordan able to get the first down and the touchdown on top of that.
Better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when
And our defense just gets burned by Cortland Sutton. We started the ball here with the second half. Unfortunately, we had a holding on the kick return, which set us back to the 9-yard line. And then from there, we just could not get anything going. And, Denver was able to, find Cortland Sutton wide open on a corner route. And, of course, there we go. Taylor Shepard gets flagged for roughing the kicker. And I didn't even do anything with it.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
This is bad. Patrick Surtain on the interception. Now, it kind of feels like Mariota might have been getting hit or at least had pressure on him there. But Denver right back into the red zone. We can't really get any pressure except for there, with our defensive line. So Drew Lock pretty much has all day long. Most likely there'll probably be a slant here. Surprisingly not, but again, we can't do anything. Elvin Gordon just runs right up through it. Good thing there's a holding call. Bring him back. 2nd and 7.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Lock throwing on 2nd down.
And they hit Cortland Sutton on the damn slant route. So here we are in the red zone. Good chance we could have Jamar Chase here. And we do have a blitzing safety. So my guess, first look, be Jamar Chase if he's going to be open. If not, possibly swing it back over to Brevin Jordan. Not Brevin Jordan, but don't know who caught that. It was Brevin Jordan. So who's the starting tight end there? I have no idea. But hey, we're in a 2nd and 4. Good push. Cliff Hurts able to get that first down. Rushing really has not been there today. Kyle Pitts, that's right. Kyle Pitts is our other look there. Jamar almost had it. It was in his hands, but he was unable to come down with the ball. Cliff Hurts is tired. We need a big push by this offensive line. We get a good push, we're down to the 4.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup facing 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch.
Kyle Pitts, why do you come back? Run your route. Gotta take the points.
No doubt they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about. And that takes them up to...
On the counter, here's Gordon.
And our defense is absolutely horrible. Melvin Gordon pretty much gained all their yards this drive. Started with only 30-some, and he's had over 30 yards just this drive. But I mean, hey, we held him. We had him down to a 3rd. It was a 3rd and 4, but Melvin Gordon just able to outpower us, and they picked it up and got the first, which pretty much sealed the game since we burned one timeout for we burned a timeout there from 2nd to 3rd down. I mean, that's it. The Black Knights came out. They had a pretty strong showing until the start of the 2nd half. Start of the 2nd half, that's when things went downhill. We gave up a 14-10 lead. The holding call set us back into our own territory. Then we ended up throwing the pick. Things just did not go our way this year. So now we focus more onto the offseason and the draft. That way we can come back even stronger next year. Quick look at the scoring sheet here. And we'll get right into the scoring. So we lost the game. Well, I'm sorry. Broncos won the game, which is 1 star. They won the turnover battle, which is half a star. They're currently sitting at 1.5 before we get into player stats. They didn't get anything there. They got nothing rushing. Receiving wise, they get half a star for Cortland Sutton having 2 touchdowns. So they're currently at 2 stars. Defensively, they had nothing for sacks, and 1 for Patrick Surtain's interception, bringing it to a 2.5-star performance. We round that down. It's a 2-star performance. They get a +4 from our team. All right, so they hit us on offense. They got Devontae Smith and Brevin Jordan, or KJ Hamler and Awokabanam, however you pronounce his name. So, taking a look at the playoff bracket, it's nice to see that the Patriots were bounced in the first round as well. The Broncos went on to beat the Steelers and then, got walloped in the AFC Championship game against the Browns. So, looking at it, we got the Cardinals against the Browns in the Super Bowl. Take a look at the Pro Bowl roster, see if we had anybody. Cliff Hurts is running back number 1. I highly doubt. Well, there's Hakeem Butler. All right, former Black Knight. Taking a look, see if we have anybody else. I highly doubt it. Ashton Davis, maybe, if he's still with the team. Have to check on that. And of course, Devontae Smith, who was with us, a good part of the season. Got in there to the Pro Bowl. So we'll take a look to see if we still have Ashton Davis. I think we do. People come and go so much, it's hard to remember. And we do. So Ashton Davis, we had 2 guys make the Pro Bowl here. So we'll sim it, see who we get as our Super Bowl champions.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
After we take a look at the yearly awards. Yearly award went MVP goes to Patrick Mahomes. We didn't have anybody there, of course. As quarterback, look at that. Well, offense player of the year, sorry. Cliff Hurts coming in at number 8. Defensive player of the year, nobody. Offensive rookie of the year, Jamar Chase coming in at number 2, even though he was not with us along with Kyle Pitts. Both guys were not with us the full year. But hey, it still goes under the Black Knights as rookies. Defensively, we had Micah Parsons coming in there at 10. Quarterback, nobody. Running back, Cliff Hurts there at 2. Receiver, none. Offensive line, no. D-line, no. Linebacker, another no. Defensive back, we had Ashton Davis and Stephon Spielman. Ashton Davis there at 3. Spielman coming in at 9. Do we even get a kicker award? We do. Philip Campbell coming in there at number 4. So here we go to the offseason. So last year was 71. Scheme fit was the only thing that we could do. We got some nice free agencies out here. But this year, based off of the teams overall, we're a 79. So, that way we can't improve it too terrible much. We'll go 75 scheme fit. All right, and we got all 3. So let's just jump right ahead to the draft. It's going to be interesting because there's some glaring holes. And predominantly, I would say it's on the defensive line. Of course, the loading screens take absolutely forever.
Are now on the clock.
So we'll get up here to our pick
Are now on the clock.
here shortly. So with the first pick here in the draft, we got Greg Hobson, 72 overall, speed rusher out of East Carolina. 22nd in true value. We got him there at 23. Not the best prospect, but we can make it work. All right, so we'll take a look here at the draft recap. Not really the greatest draft, but Greg Hobson there in the first. Went right guard, 68 overall, left tackle 63, left guard 67. Got a pretty stud defensive tackle here. Nigel Ford, 21 out of Auburn, 71. He was like 29 in true talent. Be nice to get that strength up a little more. We drafted another quarterback, and we got David Snow another running back to add to the mix. All right, so we might as well just kind of walk through preseason since it doesn't really matter. That way, when we come back, episode 12, we'll be ready for season 3. But obviously, we dropped game 1, 31-21. We don't really worry about the walking papers here in preseason just because none of our starters are actually playing. We lose once again, 31-10 this time. Can we come out of preseason with a victory? Starters should be playing a little more this game. And again, we lose. So we got 8 people to cut or sign them to the practice squad, which a lot of our rookies, that's where they're headed. Or, pretty sure we got a buttload of receivers that can go. Right now I'm already, a few in. We'll keep Zach Cunningham. He's got speed. Kind of take a look just down the roster. We're gonna move our quarterback as our final spot. Tyree Jackson sitting there with that 97 throw power, just waiting for his opportunity. So advance here, get right in the season 1 next episode. So we'll take a look at the team one final time before we end the episode. So Mariota's there. Snow was a hidden dev. Nice. But we got Cliff Hurts and Jamar Chase, with the X Factors. Kyle Pitts comes out to be just a star. Okay, Cade Mays, they're rocking that superstar. Kai Becton dropped. Jason Myrick is superstar as well. Why is Micah Parsons not starting? All right. Ooh. We're going to get Micah up there to start. We got a bunch of stars in the secondary. And it would have been nice to see Cliff Hurts go up more. But, of course, you can't. So, yeah. Team is 79 across the board. So, in the next episode, we got the first 5 weeks is all AFC matchups. So, it'll be interesting. But that's going to do it for me here tonight. On the screen is my Instagram, my Twitch, and my Facebook. That I'm really trying to push that Instagram and Facebook a little harder than the Twitch. Just I have not been streaming as much as I'd like to while pushing out this content here on YouTube. As you see, if you guys are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button with the bell icon on. That way, every time that I post new content, you will be alerted. Don't forget to hit that like button and drop the comments. I personally respond to every single one of them. And, it looks good in the YouTube algorithm. But until next time, Philly's out.